I just want to talk about how the two singles that came out. I know I made a video about Still Alive and what I thought about that song, but I just want to clarify or add on to that song because when I heard the song, it wasn't the full thing. It was just 2 minutes and 40 seconds. But this song, the one that they released midnight on Friday, was actually the full song. And I think that made the big difference. So Still Alive was amazing. Just I love the fact that they added piano in between the song with the guitar riffs. It was just amazing. Like that made that song really more better. Because yeah, I know that song was it's kind of catchy song. But like everybody was saying, it feels like Release the Panic done right. Because Release the Panic wasn't produced by Rob Graves. It was produced by Howard Benson, the producer who does most of the music for Skillet. That's what I felt like when Rob Graves, came in and did that single, like quick and catchy and repetitive. It kind of sounded good. It really does sound good. It wasn't bad at all. Like, to be honest, I like this song better than Losing Control. And I'll get into that later. But yeah, Still Alive is amazing. I just love the guitars. I definitely love the piano, even though it was short. And the lyrics. See, what I figured out is that both of these lyrics is still goes with the same theme of the title album Gone. Because and the song Still Alive is just saying that what are we living for? What's it all for? If everything is meaningless, what are we living for? So it's basically saying that everything everything we have is meaningless, but the fact that we're still alive is what matters. What are you gonna do with your life right now while you're still alive? And not depend so much on the things you have or the circumstances that happen to you, but it's how you live your life in spite of all of that. So that's what I took from Still Alive. So I love it. The lyrics are short. There's not a lot of lyrics to it, but the message was straight on point. That's why I think it's a good radio single song. Okay, now back to the track. Losing Control, I love it because we already know that Dustin Bates from Starset, he co-written that song, so you can feel it all in the song. Like even the way Michael Barnes sings in this song, it sounds like he's singing in the style of Dustin. Like the way Dustin, portrays his songs is like a message, like you can hear it on, like he's telling a story, and you can see that in Red, the way he's talking in the beginning and telling a story, and then it just pops off with heavy guitar riffs and it's just you feel it, that this is from Starset, and Rob Graves produced Starset too, the album Vessels, and I forgot the name of the other album, but yeah, it's just you can see that it definitely has a lot of Starset vibes in that song, and I give that song an 8. It's not bad at all, but I love it, because like I said, it's still in the same concept of the title album Gone, because it just talks about when everything falls down and crashes down, what are you gonna do, even though you're losing control, he's crying out for someone to hold him, because he's losing control of what he has built and what has fallen down, So I think that's a good track, and I just like the fact that just the chorus is good. But the guitars in that is just amazing. Like the end of that song reminds me a lot of End of Silence, because End of Silence always has those screams at the end, or those I don't know how to describe it, but you can hear, just like in the end of Hide, you know, you can hear him scream, and then and Let Go, you can hear those same elements that are being applied in this song. Hide, Breathe Into Me, Let Go, all those songs kind of give it that like feel in this song, Losing Control. But I like that song a lot. Like, it's different, and that's what I like about it. Is because many people are probably upset because they want Red to stick to the older sound, but this is my take of it. This is their last album with their record label, so what I feel like they wanted to do is something different, but still apply some of the same elements they're known for. And the reason why is because, you know, sometimes, you know, we don't understand their point of view of they're making music, because we're not magicians. Like, we don't, I mean, at least I don't, you know, we don't make music consistently and go on a tour and stuff. But, you know, like, I'm pretty sure they want to do new songs, different notes and stuff like that, try different elements to their music, so that way whenever they go on tour, they're not just playing, you know, similar stuff, you know, from all their albums. They want to try new things, they want to have fun, they want to bring new stuff to just completely new stuff to the crowd, you know, to the fans. So I feel like the reason why they're taking this approach is because they want to add everything from each album, because you can hear it in each album, it's different. And I like that they wrote with, you know, Dustin Bates, because, you know, just like Breaking Benjamin, the lead singer, he helped write Shadows. Everybody loves Shadows, you know, and it became a good hit, you know. So I feel like this song is a good hit too, you know. I feel like a lot of people love it, and I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not my type of song that I prefer, because even, like, I know that this is a good track, I give it an 8, but I know this is not my best. I know this is not gonna be my best song in this album. I feel like there's more out there that we have yet to hear, and from the Facebook Live video, it just makes me more excited about this. But yeah, this song had horns, you know, like that's something different. Red never had horns in their new older album, but it sounded so epic. How we would have never known, like this will fit good with Red if Red never tried it. You know, I see a lot of people like it. I'm like, is it in between the second bridge or second chorus or whatever, where you can start hearing a lot of horns, and it sounded really good. So I feel like them doing new stuff it's nice, you know, and I don't blame them, and they shouldn't feel down about that, you know, because I know a lot of people always say, oh, they should stick to their End of Silence or Innocent Instinct style, but like, you know, you need to take a risk, you know, and I feel like they're taking risk, because this risk can take them to, you know, reaching new levels into their music, and just doing songs that like impact people, you know, differently. You know, they can't always reach everyone, but they can reach a little bit of everyone. And I know that they're doing this with this new these two new tracks. So yeah, that's what I feel about both of the tracks. You know, like I like Still Alive better. I gave both of them an 8. You know, even though on my prior video, on Still Alive review, I gave it a 7, but because of the instruments and the song being longer, it made a big difference, you know. And yeah, I like these two songs. Also, there's 17 tracks in the deluxe version, and I was like mind blowing when I saw that. And it all makes sense, because if you watch that Facebook video live that they posted on, you know, I think it was on Monday, they talked about how that the album was just the beginning, because the deluxe side was more to it, you know. And I see now why. That's 7 more tracks, even though the remixes, acoustics, or even and some of new songs, it's still exciting, because, you know, Red you know, on the last album, I think, of Beauty and Rage, they gave 15 tracks and 3 of them being instrumentals, you know, and the beginning, middle, and the end. And this one, you know, is just, even though the remixes and stuff is still amazing, we're getting 17 new tracks from Red, just different style, different songs we can listen to. And I think the wait was worth it. Like, I think the wait was worth it, and I'm glad I was patient. And Of Beauty and Rage was so good that it helped me be patient, because that song Of Beauty and Rage was just they made that album to a point where it could you can listen to those songs over and over, like you will never get tired of it. But I'll get into that more later. I'm planning on doing a video about reviewing each of their older albums. But yeah, with that being said, go support this band. Go to their Pledge Music and support them. Has a link below, you know, or pre-order the album on iTunes. You know, support a band that makes good music, because they take time away from their family just to pour their lives and their hearts and just their whole, you know, commitment into an album, so that we can, you know, be encouraged and uplifted by their songs. So the least thing we can do is, you know, give them, you know, our support. So yeah, with that being said, I'm signing off. You know, thank you for tuning in, and see y'all later.